Antarctica is a pretty mysterious place. It is home to the South Pole, which is almost inaccessible for the average citizen, and you need to get government permission to travel there. Pilots are not allowed to fly over the South Pole, and every year a convention is held where world leaders discuss Antarctica. Like most mysterious places, conspiracy theories have popped up surrounding the frozen continent. Here are the most prominent conspiracy theories surrounding Antarctica. In 1946, United States Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd Jr. created Operation High Jump, supported by Rear Admiral Richard H. Cruzen. This operation involved 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft traveling to Antarctica in order to accomplish several goals. These goals included testing military equipment, constructing a military base, and researching the geographic, meteorological, and electromagnetic conditions of the Arctic. These objectives were similar to those of the Nanook expedition, which was a similar operation that took place in Greenland. Operation High Jump began on August 26, 1946. The mission started off fairly well, with equipment being set up and aircrafts going on various missions. Unfortunately, not everything would go so smoothly. On December 30th, 1946, the aircraft Martin PBM-5 George 1 set out on a mission across the Arctic, where it crashed. 3 of the 9 crew members were killed in the crash, leaving 6 crewmate survivors. The crash would not be the worst of their troubles. For the next 13 days, the crewmates had to survive in the harsh Arctic conditions. Thankfully, they were rescued, and currently there is a memorial honoring the fallen men. After several successful missions and experiments, the men returned home in late February of 1947. Already, this mission was a bit unorthodox. Why would the United States send an absurd amount of troops and vehicles to Antarctica? The primary conspiratorial answer to that is the United States was invading Antarctica. Allegedly, there was a Soviet report detailing how advanced flying aircraft destroyed several United States aircrafts. It apparently fired on the troops and even sank a warship. This report apparently came from Soviet intelligence regarding Operation High Jump. It is heavily speculated that this aircraft was otherworldly, or in other words, an alien spaceship. It is thought that this attack is what caused the United States to withdraw troops from Antarctica, bringing an end to Operation High Jump. Now, the claim that the United States went on a secret war with aliens in Antarctica is a bold one, but it does have a tad bit of weight behind it. Shortly after the mission, the Secretary of Defense at the time, James Forrestal, was asked by President Harry Truman to resign. This was because Secretary Forrestal had conspired with presidential candidate Thomas Dewey in order to keep his position as secretary if Dewey was elected. Secretary Forrestal was already in poor standing with President Truman. Forrestal's conspiring was the straw that broke the camel's back, resulting in Truman's request that he resign. In 1949, the secretary was institutionalized due to mental health issues. Here he was treated with exorbitantly large doses of insulin, which caused Forrestal to enter fits of confusion. During these fits, he would rant about various topics, such as aliens in Antarctica. It is also speculated that he told doctors about various government secrets while in this confused state. That is why Forrestal is cited in many different conspiracy theories. On May 22, 1949, Forrestal committed suicide by jumping out of a window. Nobody witnessed this jump, and it is thought that government agents staged Forrestal's death in order to stop him from revealing sensitive information. The final portion of the Operation High Jump conspiracy comes in the form of Operation Argus. Operation Argus took place from August 27, 1958 to September 9, 1958. This operation was meant to study the Argus effect. The Argus effect refers to the electrons trapped in Earth's magnetic field due to nuclear weapons. Operation Argus involved launching 3 nuclear devices in a mountainous, cold area and studying the results. Unfortunately, the reports and tapes of these operations have all been destroyed, but it is heavily theorized that these nuclear devices were detonated in Antarctica. Now that we understand different facets of this conspiracy, we can put it all together. In 1946, the United States sent thousands of troops and vehicles to invade Antarctica. These forces were met with opposition from alien forces, causing them to retreat. Leaders who wanted to make this information public were institutionalized, and the government tried to paint the operation as a simple research mission. Years later, the United States made the decision to eliminate any potential Antarctica-based alien threat, so they sent nuclear weapons to wipe them out. The Ark of Gabriel is a mysterious heavenly superweapon that belongs to God himself. According to ancient manuscripts from the Hagia Sophia Cathedral, the Ark of Gabriel was given to the Prophet Muhammad by Archangel Gabriel in a cave near Mecca, Saudi Arabia. It was said that this item held tremendous power, and its use was forbidden. The Ark of Gabriel is not to be used until Resurrection Day, where it will be buried in an altar within the place of worship of angels before the creation of man. You may be wondering, how does this all relate to Antarctica? And we will get to that in a moment. On September 15, 2015, Russian researchers were excavating an area under the Masjid al-Haram Mosque when they stumbled upon what was apparently the Ark of Gabriel. Upon unearthing it, the Ark reportedly emitted a large blast of energy that resulted in the deaths of 15 researchers. Several days later, on September 24th, the Ark was removed from the area, which supposedly released an even larger energy blast. After these accidents, the Patriarch of the Russian Orthodox Church was contacted. It is theorized that Patriarch Kirill had knowledge relating to how to properly excavate the Ark. Just 2 months after this all occurred, the head of the Russian Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church met for the first time in almost 1,000 years. It is thought that Pope Francis gave Patriarch Kirill information from the manuscripts from the Hagia Sophia Cathedral. After this meeting, Patriarch Kirill traveled to Antarctica in order to perform a ritual from the ancient manuscripts. At around the same time Patriarch Kirill traveled to Antarctica, the United States reportedly evacuated all troops and scientists who were stationed there. It is also reported that the U.S. Special Ops traveled to Antarctica. At the same time, the famous astronaut Buzz Aldrin tweeted out an image of the Antarctic mountain Omek, captioned with the warning, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." This has led to people question how the Ark of Gabriel relates to the Antarctic mountains. The primary theory states that fallen angels are alive and imprisoned in the mountains, and the religious leaders used the Ark of Gabriel to keep these fallen angels contained, in order to prevent the end of the world from occurring. This is because of several passages from the Book of Enoch. These passages contain God's instructions to his angels on how to imprison other fallen angels. Some speculate that an alternative theory regarding Operation High Jump was that the operation was meant to investigate these prisons and research how to keep the archangels contained. This would explain the reason for why Patriarch Kirill went to Antarctica. He had to perform the ritual specified in the Hagia Sophia manuscripts involving the Ark of Gabriel in order to keep the fallen angels contained in the Antarctic mountains. One of the major Antarctica conspiracy theories is that it is home to a secret military base. There are several ideas regarding who owns this base, with the most prominent being that the base is operated by Nazis. In 1939, German explorers arrived in Antarctica. Here, they claimed an area of land, and they named it New Swabia. This claim was named after the ship that transported the explorers, the Schwabenland. The theory of a Nazi base in Antarctica is supported by sightings of the U-boats U-977 and U-530 spotted off the coast of Argentina at the end of World War II. It is believed that when it was evident they were going to lose the war, several high-ranking officers and leaders in the Nazi Party fled to Argentina, where 2 U-boats picked them up and took them to Antarctica, where a large military base was waiting for them. It is supported by Operation High Jump. Skeptics believe Operation High Jump was a search for this base. Some speculate that the reason the Martin PBM-5 George I crashed was because it was shot down by this base. They think that the reason the crew was able to survive for nearly 2 weeks was because they were being taken care of at this base. Well, that does it for our Antarctica-related conspiracy theories today. It is important to note that these theories go a lot more in-depth than what I covered, and there's many more theories relating to the frozen continent. I also plan to do more conspiracy videos soon, but I should clarify that I don't actually really believe in these conspiracies, and that it's pretty much all just for fun. Although you shouldn't really subscribe to these theories, what you should do is subscribe to me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.